McGovern says when he is in power, he is going to close down certain things, reduce defense spending. And the first night, he stopped the bombing. In 90 days, he stopped the war. If he does more than Mr. Nixon has done, he'll carry a white flag. A man who is President of the United States has to do both things. I simply, my friend, want to give you the facts. You'll make your own decision.
Hold him out.
Then make up your own mind. That's what you want to do. We have in this country today a serious problem. We must think and think well. We must help to lead our people in the right direction. The National Baptist Convention has a right to think about these things. You have a right to discuss them. You have a right to understand them.
Amen.
Because we cannot be detached from the life of the nation. We may make mistakes, but let us participate and do our best to carry on. The National Baptist Convention owes a debt to our people. We must pay it. To the best of our ability, the preaching of the gospel must not be sacrificed. We have to continue to tell the story. It matters not how dark the night. We must continue to tell the story. You must be concerned on everything else. That's right. But don't turn from the gospel. We are interested in the lives of all of our people, but we're interested in the captain of our salvation. And the way may be rough and difficult, but we have some certainty on which we can rely. We can't prove some of the things in life that we attack, but we have some certainty. These certainties keep us alive. I'm certain, in spite of all the faults and failures of men and nations, we are sustained and supported by some unfailing certainty. Like many of you, there are some things on which I'm very certain. I'm very certain that there are unavoidable uncertainties that plague our lives and trouble us. I'm certain that the wind of change will heavily upon us and created things are corroding by the present time. I'm very certain that given the passing of days and years, the disappearing of weeks and months and years, we too will lose our strength to serve, and the joy and happiness of such an assembly as this will soon pass from among us. I'm certain that there is evil in the world, but also I'm certain there is justice in the abiding place of the structure of this cosmic order. And if you wound justice and leave it bleeding and dying on 1,000 battlefields, and attack it in the courts of the land, and insult it in our streets, at the appointed time, just as the wise again, starting to attack her and take the wings of a dove, I'm certain that thorns and thistles and brambles and briars do not exhaust the protective nature of the earth. But the same earth that produces these hindering causes also brings forth the rosebud in its crimson splendor, produces the violet in its purple purity, and gives birth to the smiling tulips and daffodils. I'm certain that when you have described society as being oppressive, criminal, and destructive, you haven't said the last word yet. For there is something in society, the moral character of the universe produces saints and sacrificial servants that teach people how to live, feed the hungry, and raise up the bowed down head. I'm certain that in spite of Jules Harrison, there is the Son of God with power. I'm certain that if the mountains bowed their heads to kiss the foaming sea, if rocks crumbled to dust, stones melted and ran like water,
that's all right.
I'm certain there is a rock of ages that shall never fail.
Come on.
I'm certain that there is a kingdom that Daniel talked about, cut out of the mountain without hands, and keep rolling and rolling and rolling down. I'm certain, I tell you, that there is a power that no man can change. I'm certain that in the dark night there are beams that show you how to walk. Beams of heaven as I go through this wilderness below. Guide my feet in peaceful ways. Turn my midnight into day. When in the darkness I would grope, faith always sees a star of hope. And soon from all life's grief and danger, I shall be free. Someday, I'm certain that harder yet may be the fight. Right may offer evil to might. Wickedness a while may reign. Satan's cause may seem to gain. But I'm certain, I tell you, there is a God that rules above, with hand of power and heart of love. And if I'm right, he'll fight my battle. I shall get home someday. I do not know how long for me, what the future holds for me. But this I know, if Jesus meets me, I shall get home someday. I'm certain that I've got a man on my side. He knows my problems. He knows my heartache. Get up about down here. I'm certain. He's on my side. Woo!